This game was everywhere. You could not escape it, and now I'm bringing it back again because I hate you. Slender came out in 2012 and is based on the infamous Something Awful forum fictional monster Slenderman, a gangly, long-limbed creature with tentacles, no face, a dapper suit, and a nasty habit of teleporting around and stalking, then kidnapping children to take them back to his private island. I have no idea, and you are in a forest because I have no idea, and you need to collect 8 pages scattered around the forest because Slenderman wrote down all of his passwords for his 4chan and Ashley Madison account. Rookie error, man. As you start finding more and more pages, Slenderman becomes incrementally more aggressive with stalking and chasing you, and as soon as you find the first page, he even begins banging a drum to let you know he's on the pull. Look, I really don't know the point to any of this. I don't know why we're here, what we're doing this for, why the pages are important, and why Slenderman gets increasingly more upset with you for taking them. You just have to accept it. As much as you have to accept that the game itself isn't that goo. With a silent D. You just walk forward, pray that the pages have spawned in locations you can easily find, turn around whenever you see Slend, and then whenever the screen goes a bit staticky, that means Slenderman is close by, so just keep moving in another direction. Follow these steps, and eventually you'll just win. It's only a matter of time. Sorry, I mean it's only a matter of patience, because this is the slowest piece of dump I've ever seen rolling down a hill, and I see them a lot. I work at the slow rolling dump factory. There is absolutely no reason why you should move this slow. My grandma moves quicker than this, and she's dead. What makes it worse though is sprinting, because you do go a little bit faster, but because of some terrible motor development skills in childhood, your man can't move faster while holding his only source of light in front of him. And that light doesn't affect the game in any way. It just makes you able to, see. Do you want to walk slowly into something or sprint slowly into nothing? This game has so many choices. There's at least 3. The pages aren't even that hard to find anyway, because they all spawn in specific landmarks that we all recognize from our local forests, like the popular forest shower rooms with no toilets and a sad chair, or the popular forest gas canisters, or the popular singular wiggling tree, or the popular forest tubes with nothing in them, or the popular giant rusty forest cylinders, or my favorite, the world famous landmark of the perfectly aligned identical rows of giant sausages. And by the way, for such an abhorrent psychological stalking kidnapping menace, Slend doesn't ever show up. Instead of playing the game itself, I preferred to find the thing the game is named after, because that in itself is much harder than actually finding the 8 pages. Whenever static begins happening, I deliberately looked around and he just isn't there. And whenever I turned a corner after grabbing 6 pages, which is when he's supposed to be popping up all over the place, he's never there. And why do you deliberately blind yourself every time you move a little bit faster? In fact, how are you even sliding along so smoothly? Are you a pensioner that got lost at 10 PM on his way to the co-op? You know what? I'm gonna keep tapping shift to sprint a little bit while also keeping my torch halfway up the screen to see. It's the best I can. I can't even look at this like, oh, well, Slenderman looks a lot like the tree, so your mind plays tricks on you, because you look at this and tell me that you would confuse it with a tree. He doesn't even look disturbing on his own. That's not an interdimensional stalker. It's a guy who missed the bus and is watching it leave. And when you eventually do see him, he doesn't do anything scary either. He just stands there and does nothing like a child at Disneyland too nervous to say hello to Goofy. And by the way, for a free game and being made by one person, everything else in this game looks alright. So why is it that the main threat that the game is named after the worst looking part of it? Why is he like this? Oh, and on my first attempt of finishing the game, do you want to see how I died? Everything was cool, no static, no following around, no nothing. I grabbed a page and then... Yeah, that was fair, wasn't it? Now you start from the beginning and very slowly slide around looking for pages all over again. And then on my second attempt, the exact same thing happened. You know what though? I shouldn't laugh, because whenever you chuckle, it makes you a cuckle. And trust me, you don't want to be cucked by Slendy.